Is there really anything better than immersing yourself in football all afternoon on a Saturday? And we continue with this one. It's the Clemson Tigers and the Oregon Ducks. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Well, guys, Oregon quarterback Dante Moore is so excited to kick off this season with Oregon. He surpassed an opportunity to be a high draft pick in the NFL to come back for one more ride after a disappointing college football playoff, showing last year he believes Oregon can take it all the way this season. And it will all ride on the Heisman hopes of Dante Moore and the Oregon Ducks. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. The Tigers will put boot to leather, and this will be the start of a new season. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davison. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29. Let's take just a second and talk about Oregon. They lose in the semis last year. Any potential for a hangover this season?
I don't think so, and I think they obviously didn't finish last season the way they wanted to, but having the success they had, David, that opened the eyes to a lot of portal players around the country. They wanted to come here knowing they could build on that and take the next step.
And sometimes it takes those steps, Jesse. Like, you've got to crawl before you walk. And this team, they tasted it. They know what it feels like. They know what it's like to be in the playoffs, and they want more. And they get to take some anger out and some hard feelings out today to start this season.
Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play.
I know 4 yards doesn't seem like a lot, but, man, it's so nice when you can dictate to a defense. And 4 yards, back-to-back plays, now set up with a whole playbooks available. I can do whatever I want. I can be aggressive. I love when offenses stay in that third down and short range.
Third down, and they'll need 2 on this initial drive of the game. Quarterback keeper. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. The Ducks will bring the punt team onto the field. Here's the return. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. The transfer has it his first carry. It's runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Well, the linebacker's playing zone coverage, and he's just watching the QB's eyes to see where he's going to go with the football, and the eyes take him to the ball. He's able to swat it away. Great play on defense.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. They'll try to get the first through the air. Makes a connection. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
Looking downfield on first down. Finds the tight end. There he goes. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
And what a great job by the QB, man. Seeing the blitz, understanding I got to get the football out of my hands as soon as I possibly can, and he puts it on the numbers to his receiver where he can get those yards after the catch. Great timing, but more importantly, great job seeing what that defense was doing.
Maybe a crease. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down exit.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And I like the play call, like being aggressive on offense. Second and inches, you still got a third down coming. But the defense, great job being ready for the pass. Wasn't fooled, got the sack. Now set up a better third down situation for him.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught. They will score. Touchdown, Tigers. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Quarterback making adjustments. Here's more to throw. Got him downfield. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. It's not just the dual threat guy. You go back to Dan Fouts or Bill Musgrave or even Justin Herbert, and passers not in short supply for the Ducks.
And when you think about the Ducks, you always think about the fancy uniforms. I think that's one of the first things that come to mind, but the guys you just named, it's been built on flash, but it's also been built on substance. Great players in their tradition, in their history, and just like now, just in the recent history, Bo Nix, another one of those guys that's put up big numbers.
Moore will throw. The screen, he's got wheels. Makes the catch and he's free. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a first down.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
And the Ducks getting set on 1st and 10. Moore. Grabbed behind the line. It's Hill. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. First down. He'll be forced out of bounds, and they're showing confidence in their running game in the red zone. The Ducks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wide receiver going in motion. Dante Moore. Under fire. He's got the back in the middle. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
We've reached the break. Clemson has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Throwing more. Setting up the screen. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and gang tackled.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Quarterback may change this route. Moore to the air. He's going for the goal line. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Oregon!
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
Extra point here will tie the game. And that kick was perfectly down the middle. And after the extra point was good, it's even Steven here in the 2nd quarter. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. They'll start this drive going to the air. Well, it's a nice grab, but he would have been much better off just to let that thing go out of bounds. Well, after not getting a thing done on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. Back to pass. Tight end finds a soft spot. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Pass completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Running inside. It's Johnson. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Get it out on the screen. They stop him right at the 40-yard line. It's 4th down. Will they bring out the punt team? So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Punt is on its way. No fair catches here, looking for room. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
So important to keep your concentration. Get off on the snap count, not before it. It's 1st and 15. Here's Moore to throw. Finds his man. It's Moore. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. The run inside. It's Davison. He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Pulls and fires complete. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
They boot it away. And he makes the fair catch deep in his own territory. He might have a question or two to answer about that decision. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, man, what a missed opportunity. Big fella almost got to run with the ball. Instead, it falls incomplete and brings up 2nd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
The handoff to Johnson. 7-yard pickup on that one. 3rd down and 3 coming.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Fires to the tight end. Looks as if Clemson will have the first down. They get the conversion there. He used his size and nice moves to get past the chain.
And I like that. 3rd and short. Find the big fella, the soft hands, make a quick little move, make the completion, get the first down.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Picked off, a turnover in their own end.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Sends it back in motion. Send the tight end in motion. Moore with the play fake. He's got it. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On the move. Touchdown, Ducks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we're going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll start this drive with a pass. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They have it once again in spectacular field position, cashed in the last time, and even better this time around. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Man, what a great play by that cornerback. There's so much space out here in football, the way they spread you out, but to be able to break on the football when it's thrown on those quick passes like that, nice job by the cornerback.
Might be calling a hot route. Moore. Pulls it in. It's Stewart. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Makes the catch. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Dante Moore. Here comes the heat. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
Offense would love to have that one back. Down here in this area of the field, everything has to happen faster. Decisions need to be made quicker. The ball's got to be out quicker. Routes got to be snapped off faster. They were just way too late. And as the result, the defense gets the INT.
And after that short gain, they'll head to the locker room. It's halftime here. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We get right to it with Indiana taking on the number 6 team, the Miami Hurricanes. And it's the Hoosiers in an absolute fist fight with a team that has been every bit their equal today. Both offenses putting up points. Feels like anything can happen in this second half. Here now a look at some other games of note today, including a big upset with major implications.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Tight game as we start the 3rd quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Ooh, there's an example, Jesse, of a receiver making his quarterback look bad. Most of the time, they make it look good and cover up for him. All those balls y'all don't throw online, but oof, that would hit him in a pretty good spot. He needs to come down with that one.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that. Reception.
Great job getting the interception. Maybe an even better job on the return. You got the convoy. You're finding your blockers. You're out in the open field. You're saying, hey, coach, watch me with the ball in the open space. Maybe I can get on offense and get a few throws. That was a phenomenal individual effort.
The Ducks signal for their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. And the sudden change situation even more difficult for this defense facing a 1st and goal. Going to the run, it's Davison. Stopped in his tracks, and they'll have to try it again.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Tight end now in motion. They go right back to their man on 2nd and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Throwing more. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. He'll be stopped short. It'll be 4th down, and let's see what the decision is here.
It's hard to throw the ball down here in the red zone, man. These windows are tiny, and that's why the teams that can run the ball the best generally are the best red zone offenses.
And they decide to trot out the kicker. Distance not the problem here. The angle is a little tricky. The field goal is no good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. Quickly to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Off play action. Under fire. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 30.
This is the most annoying thing in the world for a defense, is when you start to play all these plays and all these pass concepts and routes, and then you let the quarterback get outside the pocket, and he takes off, and he gets a 1st down. Like, so much to defend. That is the hardest thing to defend, because you don't know where it's going to happen on the field and when it's going to happen.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Clemson set up with another 1st down. Looking downfield, it's Denson. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
This defense continues to do a great job of not letting a great athlete at quarterback make big plays on them. Great job pursuing him, keeping him in that cage, not letting him get out in the open field because we know he can do some damage. Nice job by this defense so far.
The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Today, it's not been easy throwing the ball. And you got to give this defense credit because on the back end, they have been there. They have been in the hip pocket of these receivers, making completions very, very difficult to come by. That time, two guys go up for it, and the defense wins again.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, the best thing that's happened so far in this game for this offense has been looking this guy's way and giving him a shot. He has their only touchdown in this game, so they're trying to take another shot down the field. Good job in coverage defensively. You've got to be aware of where this guy is because right now he's been their biggest playmaker.
Catch is made at the 15. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. A bit frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem themselves. Here's Moore to throw. Fires to the wideout. It's picked off. The Heisman contender turns it over. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45. So guys, we'll get another look at this offense. To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. And he's brought down after a nice game.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Moore. Pocket breaking down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
Into the third quarter of this opening week of the season, it's now 2nd and 10. Moore will throw. Quickly out to the tight end. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
So surprised we have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan limiting him so far. That's only his 2nd catch of the game.
A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Moore from the gun on 3rd down. What a grab with one hand.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Dante Moore wants to throw again. Fires to the big fella. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the game.
They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. So we open the final period with a third down play. They'll move the tight end. Quarterback will keep it. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
And you see this so much in college football, man. Now, short yard situations, you give it to your QB, you get the extra blocker, and it's just really hard to stop, man, because he still is a thrower, and there's still that threat. But nice job being
first down here as we dive into the college football season. A week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Go! Dante Moore. Oh, they're after him. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, this defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davison. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
And this is the part of the game where you could really see this guy take over, right? Like, you've got the lead, the big running back. He's physical in the 4th quarter, starting to get a little bit tired. Let's see if he can keep this going.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And it's good! And now the lead is even bigger.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Giving up that last field goal really ratchets up the sense of urgency for the offense on this drive. Bringing the heat. Nearly another interception. It'll be 2nd down.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. Got it in the middle, it's Moore. Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Here's the pressure. It's complete on the right side. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Taken down at the 49. That's a first down for the offense.
Here comes Clemson with another first down. Just keeps slinging it. Unloads to the wideout. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. He'll be stopped short of the 40, right at the 41, and this interception has given them a great opportunity.
It doesn't get any better from your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet. It's getting pretty close.
The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. Now Oregon will call its second timeout. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Running inside, it's Davison.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Throwing more. Here's a heat. Makes the grab on the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
From the gun on 3rd down, Dante Moore. Makes the grab. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
They have a first down at the 41-yard line. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Finds some fresh air. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2-, 3-, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
The Ducks have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. They'll send the back in motion. Smart move to keep it on the ground. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
And the Ducks will go for it here on 4th down. Play clock was down to 2 seconds, but they call a timeout. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. The Ducks line up to punt it away.
On to kick it away.
He calls for the fair catch and makes it deep in his own end, and he might have been better off seeing if that ball would just trickle into the end zone. They've got him pinned back in a world of trouble, and listen to this crowd coming through. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his tight end. Hard running there. And he's brought down after a nice gain on the play. Give him 7 on that one. And now we've reached a 2-minute timeout. And the Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Makes the catch. It's Brown. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. It's a 1st down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's kind of how their day's gone, right? Like they haven't protected their guy up front, and that's why they haven't been explosive and scored a bunch of points, man. Position number 1 for every offense. Like, if we're going to throw, we got to protect him. And just right there, he gets hit again. He's been sacked several times. Like, this offensive line's got to do a better job.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Wesco's got it. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. Looking to throw for it. Hauls it in. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their 1st. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Looking downfield on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone.
And guys, I'm trying to find a way to be up here and be positive. And I guess here's how I'm going to be positive. At least the other team didn't catch it because he's thrown it to the other team a lot today. It's been a struggle in the passing game. I'm not sure, guys, if it's not decision time to go to the other guy to see what he can do because this passing attack has not been great.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Shoots it to the left. And he throws another interception. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation.